Good morning, and that is Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right, it's me, Uncle Lou. Live for you on YouTube today. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it also. And in addition to that as well, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I post college football videos almost every single day of the year. Sometimes they're watchable. I'm out of town this week, so sorry for the whatever. But anyway, I had to get on here and make this video. The Power 5 has released a set of standards it's going to apply to the season as it relates to the coronavirus, COVID-19. They addressed things like universal testing, and a lot of what they said was obvious type stuff. We're going to test the players all the time, basically. If anyone tests positive, they have to self-quarantine and they can't compete for a couple of weeks. I'm going to leave a link down below to an article that describes it all. Like I said, a lot of it we've known and speculated was going to be the case, and I'm not surprised by it at all. But there's something in there that seems odd to me. There's a quote in there, a section in there that says, any player who comes in contact with anyone who tests positive must sit out for 14 days. So my question is if one player on a team tests positive, clearly that one player has been in contact with the rest of the team. So it seems like what they're saying is if you even have one player on your team who tests positive, your entire team must sit out for 14 days. I just read this a few minutes ago, so I haven't read any articles or opinion pieces yet explaining this, but this seems... I mean, I think we all can agree at this point now, everyone has come to the realization, it's going to be very hard to have a season anyway. It's going to be hard to start the season, and even if it starts, it's going to be even harder to finish the season. But it seems like you have no chance of finishing a season if... You'll have to read it. It says, any player on the team who comes in contact with anybody who tests positive cannot compete for 14 days. And so let's say you have one player on your team who tests positive. Isn't it safe to assume that one player has been in contact with everyone else on the team, and possibly even the team you played the week before? So it seems like what they're saying is if anyone on your team tests positive, your entire team cannot play for 2 weeks. I don't see how that's going to work at all, because don't you think every team is going to have somebody test positive at some point or multiple points during the season? This just sounds... I don't know about... this just seems... How can you even hope to have a season if that's the standard? Anyone who comes in contact with anyone who tests positive has to sit out for 14 days. So if you have one player on your team that tests positive, your entire team has to sit out for 14 days? I don't know. I don't know. I know they're trying to do the best they can to balance player safety with wanting to have a season and all this kind of stuff, but it just seems like every day they're coming out with more and more hurdles that you have to jump through if you want to have any type of season. I don't... one player on your team tests positive, so everyone on your team's out for 14 days. I don't know. Man, I really want a football season, but it's hard to find any good news lately. I don't know. Anyway, let me know if you guys have seen this article. Like I said, I'll post a link down in the description to the entire thing. You can read over it. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it or reading it wrong some kind of way. I don't know. Doesn't seem like good news. Anyways, Thursday, I'll be back in town. I'll be back home Sunday, so I'll be back to uploading videos on a regular basis here on this channel. But anyway, I just wanted to get on and mention that and give my thoughts on that. It seems impossible to have a season under those conditions. To me, it just seems impossible to have a season if you got to sit out for 2 weeks anytime you're near someone who tests positive, because you get one player on your team test positive, that means the whole team's out 2 weeks. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Have a good morning.